Dear students, today I am going to explain chapter 1, How the Camel Got His Hump. It is a humorous fictional story by famous author Rudyard Kipling. In this story there are so many characters as camel, man, ox, horse, dog and jinn. Now listen carefully this story. In the beginning of years, when the world was so new and old, and the animals were just beginning to work for man, there was a camel, and he lived in the middle of a howling desert because he did not want to work, and besides, he was a howler himself. So he had sticks and thorns and tamariks and milkweed and prickles, most curiosity ideal. And when anybody spoke to him, he just said humph, just humph, and no more. Presently the horse came to him on Monday morning with a saddle on his back and a bit in his mouth and said, "Camel, oh camel, come out and trot like the rest of us." "Humph," said the camel, and the horse went away and told the man. Presently the dog came to him with a stick in his mouth and said, "Camel, oh camel, come and fetch and carry like the rest of us." "Humph," said the camel, and the dog went away and told the man. Presently the ox came to him with the yoke on his neck and said, "Camel, oh camel, come and plough like the rest of us." "Humph," said the camel, and ox went away and told the man. At the end of a day, the man called the horse and the dog and the ox together and said, "Three, oh three, I am very sorry for you with the words so new and all. But that hump thing in the desert cannot work, or he would have been here by now. So I am going to leave him alone, and you must work double time to make up for it." That made the three very angry with the words so new and all, and they held a palaver and an indaba and a panchayat and a powwow on the edge of the desert. And the camel came chewing on milkweed, most curiosity idle, and laughed at them. Then he said, "Humph," and went away again. Presently there came along the jinn in charge of all deserts, rolling in a cloud of dust. Jinns always travel that way because it is magic. And he stopped to palaver and powwow with the three. "Jinn of all deserts," said the horse, "is it right for anyone to be idle with the words so new and all?" "Certainly not," said the jinn. "Well," said the horse, "there is a thing in the middle of your howling desert, and he is a howler himself with a long neck and long legs. And he hasn't done a stroke of work since Monday morning. He won't trot." "Whew," said the jinn, whistling, "that's my camel for all the gold in Arabia. What does he say about it?" "He says, humph," said the dog, "and he won't fetch and carry." "Does he say anything else?" "Only humph, and he won't plough," said the ox. "Very good," said the jinn. "I'll humph him if you will kindly wait a minute." And the jinn rolled himself up in a dust cloak and took a bearing across the desert.